Hello, hello all. Hello, Acid, Ian, Alex, Luke. What's up, Luke? Ready Relief. Hello, Max, Tony, Chandru, Tokayo, Shoki. One of our Daves. One of our Daves. Hello, Michelle. Welcome back. How's everything in New York? I know you are under a lot of snow, right? Hello, Fred. All right, guys. So I need to run because I have a phone call in 30 minutes. So let me check let me check everything here like really fast. Hello, Dave. How many Daves we have? I think we have like only like 3 or 4, right? We are 3 Robertos, 3 Daves, a few Alex, Peters, only one Luke. We have 2 Maxes. I think we have like 3 Tonys. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Hola, Rafa. Hello, Francine. All right, guys. So let me tell you what we had today. All right. Hello, Randall. Welcome. All right. So this morning, this morning was kind of crazy, right? We had this huge gap up. Well, not huge, not huge. Actually, it was just weird because yesterday we closed around 677.50, something like that. But on the extended hours, we hit 671. We hit 671. For being honest, last night I was like, oh yeah, I want to be Friday morning. I want to be Friday morning. This is gonna be a bloodbath. But well, I woke up this morning and we gap up all the way to 677 and slow grind up all the way to 682. So look at this. Last night 671, this morning 682, 11 points on the extended hours. 11 points on the extended hours. However, look at this circle here. Okay, well, this circle here is this one here. So I was still thinking that we will go lower. That was my plan. That was pretty much my idea. And well, it didn't work. It didn't work. It reclaimed like really fast previous day high. It reclaimed previous day high, and then well, I'm gonna show you a few calls opportunities here. You know, this is not what I like the most, but I really like this break displacement and retest of this order block 5-minute opening range high just because it was above previous day high, right? That this I really like this. I really like this. So if you were aiming, look at this. If you were aiming to this 680, 650 key level on the 15-minute chart, this was a 1 to 2.6 risk reward ratio trade. So this was a really nice trade. And it was like less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, all right? And then what happened? Well, I think many of us, I was reading your post, Francine, and you actually took this trade here, but on ES, right? Is it the same? Well, I enter here. So I was watching this rejection of 680, 650. I really like these 4 red candles breaking this support area, this shaded area. I mean, I didn't draw any other area because this was a shaded area on my 15-minute chart. But I really like this one here. Then this candle tapping previous week low. That was my idea, right? Like, okay, well, if we go to previous week low, it will continue dropping. All right. So it came here, previous week low, reacted, came back, and I was like, okay, well, this support, it's now turning to resistance. So this is the break, retest, boom. However, I was really concerned about this. Previous day high here. Previous day high here. So it didn't fail. It didn't fail. I really took this trade here with low conviction. For real, it was with low conviction, but there were several things telling me, Neto, maybe this is your play. All right. So it was rejecting a 15-minute chart key level. It was building momentum market structure to the downside. This was kind of a retest of previous week low and sort of a rejection. So I said, well, I know this previous day high, it's too close, but let's see what happened. So because I was very, very hesitant about this, I took half my position on these candles here. I took half my position on 30%. And I actually held these candles here. I know most of the times, once I am with my first trim, it's beyond 25-30%. I usually take like my stop loss to break even. But this candle was too aggressive. And it came back to tap previous week low. So I say like, okay, well, maybe this is still working. So I waited here. You know what, guys? I didn't take half here. I took 1/4 my position here. And then on this next opportunity, I took another quarter. So I took half my position on 30%. And then I closed my trade right here on this candle here. For being honest, it was a small green, super small green. And well, that was it. And the one thing that I like here, so, well, are you guys, how many of you took this trade? I know many of you. Francine, you waited for price to break previous day high, but still failed. Okay, well, but that was kind of similar, right? Like you just waited for more candles. All right. Dave, you took 959. Well, the reason I didn't take 959 is because we had data at 10, right? We had data at 10. So I don't like, I try to wait, right? Stephanie, you took the same, but then thank you. Diane, I don't short above previous day high. That's pretty smart. Chandru, I also enter same trade and close with break even. Okay. Alex, you had the exact same trade. Small win. Dave, I had forgot about the data. Yeah. All right. So, well, that was what I tried. All right. That was what I tried. Declan, I took that, but got in a little earlier. Small win, about 0.5 risk reward. Rafa, you took 1003. All right. Like this one here. Max, you took 50%. Okay. Tony, 938. Oh, calls 938. This one here. That was a good one. That was a good one. Reclaim, consolidation, and breakout of the previous day high. That was a good one. Neto, I'm not an option expert. Why 683 put and not 684? Right here. Oh, well, right here, it was 684.47. And I always take one strike out of the money. So I just took the next strike to the downside. Neto, I took 686 puts, 1048. Oh my god, that was a good trade. But Tasnim, what what made you take that trade? What made you take that trade? If you can explain the reasoning behind that, that would be great. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to explain for it, but for example, this opportunity here, right here, it's 684.50, 684.47. If I'm taking puts, I'm taking the next strike, 683. If I'm taking calls, I'm taking the next strike, 685 calls. Right? That's pretty much my reasoning or my strike selection rule. Um, Chris, you entered 1022, 1022 here, and exited 1047. 1047. Wow, that was a good one. Congratulations there, Chris. It looks like a fake double top, maybe. All right. What about 932 candle? Well, 932 candle, that's just too early for me. Showing strength and it broke the pre-market resistance after trying like 15 times. Is that more a no-go because it wasn't a retest? Um, yeah, well, as you can see here, that was my actual target, right? Like if this work, that will be like my first target, right? It will be a 1 to 3.5 risk reward ratio trade. If we broke the 1 minute opening range, maybe I will move this one here to this key level, this support, and it will be a really nice 1 to 5. And if it broke this key level, there was nothing all the way to pre-market low, right? But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. All right. So again, this is all what I like. This is all what I like on SPY. The one key level that was the like the not the target but the challenge was this previous day high. If this thing, well, there's no if scenarios here, but it just didn't happen. All right, Tony, I saw a level to 687. Okay, I was talking. Okay, okay. At this time, 684 was out of the money. That's why I'm saying. Yeah, so Fred, I'm taking the next strike to the upside. If I'm taking calls, I'm taking the next strike to the downside if I'm taking puts. If if I'm entering, I don't know, like 682.81, I'm taking 681 puts or 683 calls, right? That I mean, I don't have too much of a science here because I'm an intraday trader, so that this actually doesn't matter too much. But that's kind of my rule. All right. All right. Let me go to QQQ. That was kind of the same thing, right? The rejection of the previous day high, this break, this placement retest of this support now turned into resistance. I will take the break of this well, yeah, like kind of the breakout of this support on these candles, and this will be my first target, right? This support here, this 600 key level, and that's actually what you had, guys. That's actually what you had. Randall, where did you take this trade? Randall, you took. Oh no, you took it later. Okay, you took it here. Okay, you took it here, right? Have a great weekend, Max. 1052, 1050, 1052. Okay, here. Okay, so what I was explaining to you, Randall, it's, I mean, yes, this is a nice rejection of previous day high. This is a second rejection of previous day high. Uh, but Actually, I mean, if you are like looking the whole chart, if you are like looking the whole chart, there's no retest here. I mean, that there. If you were taking something like the break retest boom, you needed like this to actually retrace here and then the drop. All right, but you didn't have that. You didn't have that. So right here, in my opinion, right here, it's only chasing this move. It's only chasing this move. Uh, that's what I think. You got FOMO for this drop on a relevant key level previous day high, and you just got FOMO and you just wanted to to enter here because look at this. I mean, the actual level. I mean, the actual level to break was this one here. This is support. This is resistance. This is support again. So you needed something like this actually. All right, and you took leave. All right, and you took 1052. This one here. So this is pretty much like a breakout or chasing of this rejection, right? So not sure if it's clear, Randall, but that's what I don't like it. I mean, I understand if you were chasing or if you were like trying this breakout. However, this area here sent us to the upside, and once you watch a reaction like this out of this key level here, look at this. This is support. This is support. Use as again as a support. If you enter here, you should have a tie stop loss, like maybe something like this. So I hope that you actually were, yes, you actually exited here. That was a good trade. I mean, that was a good trade management. I don't see the entry here, but as a trade management, that's great. I mean, at least you didn't marry that trade, and because look at this reaction here. You will be buried right here. Um, Keiko, when you looking at liquidity level, how far left you go back? You uh, well, I usually first go to the intraday. Can you see here? I mean, this is a relevant key level just for today. I mean, it's support, resistance, support, resistance again. So this is an area from today. I'm not sure if we go back yesterday. Well, maybe. I mean, can you see? I mean, it has been this 60150. It has been a relevant area for, I mean, for this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. So maybe that's I mean, and I'm not saying, guys, that this is another thing, right? Like, I mean, don't think that I just react to the second, right? I mean, what I'm doing all the time is first accepting my risk, right? I'm accepting my risk. I'm only rolling what I'm like willing to pay the market for the opportunity. So first, I'm accepting my risk, and second, if I see a reaction like this, I just cut it. And Randall, you actually cut it like really well because you watch this reaction here. I'm not sure if you were aware of this area, right? But you actually had a nice reaction here because you cut it right away. That was a good trade management. Uh, Okay, Rafa, you took a long 944. 944. Okay, why? Like 944, 60250. Okay, well, 60250. Do you remember, guys? I don't know why, but I like $2.50 on most of the tickers. So 60250, 605, 60750, and also in SPY, 68250, 68750, 67750, 67250. So that those are key levels that I like. Most of the tech names, they go by $2.50 once they are, I think once they are like above $250 on the underlying. So that's why it's important. um, Tasnim, the second rejection on looks like double top, this one here, maybe, but if maybe, and I'm gonna give you that, like maybe this is a, like, let's say it looks like a double top, but there's no entry model here. So yes, I see what you are saying here, but there's no entry model here. All right, are we all on the same page? All right, uh, guys, I need to leave in 88 minutes. So I'm going just over this. This is the this is AMD. This is the break and retest pre-market high, 5-minute opening range, and very close to previous day high. So I really like this one here. It was a 1 to 2.5. Like, is it? Yes, 1 to 2.5 here. This is the second chance, right on the same key level. Look at this. It was a 1 to 2.5 risk reward ratio trade. Right there. And then after this, I really like this. This is the reclaim. And now you are above previous day high. So I will like something like this. And this actually worked. Anyone took a trade on AMD? No? Okay. Well, let's go to Amazon. I didn't see anything in Amazon. Look at all this chop. Also, it took like a huge, look at this. It took a huge punch after earnings, right? Huge punch after earnings. So I wouldn't touch Amazon today. Super inflated IV, etc., right? Nvidia, something similar to AMD. It was the break and retest of the pre-market high, 5-minute opening range high, but on Nvidia we were above previous day high. So this was very bullish. This trade is something that I will never take just because it's Friday and it's almost high of the day. If you remember, guys, that's something that I like. That's something on my playbook. But when I'm trading tech names, I need at least 1 to 1.5 from my entry to high of the day. So that will never be a trade for me. But these second ones, yes, that could be, right. That could be, because look at right to the entry, it's a 1 to 1.8, and right here it's a 182.75. Well, I was looking 182.50, 182.50 right here. It was a 1 to 2.7. And as you can see here, that there was more retest on this previous high of the day. So anyone took a trade different to SPY and QQQ? Let's jump to the name that you actually took. What do you think of CRWB? What do you mean with what do I think? Palantir calls CRWB CoreWeave. Well, I think you had several opportunities here. How does it look on the 15-minute? Oh, wow. Well, I don't know what happened here. But it looks nice, right? CoreWeave. I took a call. Well, I don't know where you took a call, but anywhere on this chart, it was a monster trade. Let's go, Dennis Palantir. What did you do here, Dennis? Calls 1202. Why 1202? 1202 Eastern, right? Dennis is another Texan just like me. 1202. All right. I can see what you were watching here, like the break and retest of this consolidation or this 5 minute opening range high, but I will be scared as hell with this drop, right? I mean, I will never take this trade here. Not on 1002. I mean, that was nice, 1002 to 1005, just as you said, but I mean, I think you were guessing that bounce. You were guessing that bounce. All right. Rahul, Tesla. I do have my key levels on Tesla. All right. I already had some opportunities here. So this is, well, this is super easy, right? This is the break, displacement, retest, previous day high. What did you do there? 5 minute high, previous day high, retest. That was a very nice trade here, Rahul. Where did you exit it? Where did you exit here? All the way to 411.50? Exit 949. 949 here. All right, on the first pullback, let's say. All right, that was a great trade, Rahul. That was a great trade. I was I had you on my mind, Rahul, because I have you on my calendar for an email today. I mean, you already know. You already know. If you want to, I can actually send you that email. But you can also reply to that email. All right. Okay, guys, I need to leave. I have a session with a student of the mentorship program in 2 minutes. Guys, thank you very much. Remember, please remember today in around 4 p.m. Well, around 5 p.m. Eastern. Uh, I will be dropping the new video for this new playlist that we are developing, the trader mindset mastery. If you give me 1 second, I would like to show you. I would like to show you. Oh, it's right here. I would like to show you. Just give me 1 second here. There it is. All right, there it is. So as you know, I will be developing this new section on my channel. It's the Trader Mindset Mastery playlist. So it's a very short video. Most of the times under 3 minutes. Last week it was a little bit more. It was 4 minutes. 3-4 minutes. It's from the bottom of my heart trying to support you on your journey to be a successful trader. So guys, if you have 1 minute, well, if you have 4 minutes on the weekend, please go there. Give it some love to the new video. It's dropping in a few hours from now. So that's it, guys. Have a really nice weekend, and I will see you on Monday afternoon, and we will read. I will be dropping my weekly plan Sunday night, so if you can take a look to it also, or Monday morning, that would be great. So have a great weekend. Remember to journal all of your trades and reflect on everything you did good and wrong for the week. took all of the lessons, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.